Okay, so let's just refresh our memories on the subtraction rule. I call it doing the sa-cha-cha, and I'm going to explain what that means. Okay, so let me first explain what the sa-cha-cha is. So first, you do the sa, so you're going to keep, that stands for same. Okay, so that means you're going to keep the first number the same. Okay, then we have, hold on, then we have the cha. That means change. Okay, we're going to change subtraction to addition. Hopefully you can read my handwriting. Okay, so I just resized that so I could fit more. So we have sa-cha-cha, so same, change, and then we're going to, the last cha is another change. So after we change the subtraction to addition, then we're going to change the next number to its opposite. So once you do the sa-cha-cha, you're changing it from subtraction to addition, then you use your addition rules. Okay? So let's look at it. Let's look at an example. If we have negative 15 minus negative 10, let's do the sa-cha-cha. I'm going to show you how some of us do it that way. So same, okay, so we're going to keep negative 15 the same, because the first number is where we start on our number line. So we can't change where we're starting. So we're still going to start at negative 15. Then we have the change. We're going to change subtraction. So we're going to change the subtraction to addition. Okay, because the subtraction just means we're facing left on the number line. If I want to change it to addition, I just turn around and face right. But if I'm going to turn around and face right, then that means I need to change that negative 10 to a positive 10. It's opposite. So I'm going to change it to positive 10. Because think about this for a second. In my original problem that I'm looking at here, negative 15 minus negative 10. Okay? I would start at negative 15. I would face left. And I would move backwards 10. The negative 10 tells me to move backwards 10. Well, now I'm changing it, so I'm still starting at negative 15, okay? But instead of facing left, I'm going to face right because I'm addition. So if I had to walk backwards 10 when I was facing left, now that I'm facing right, I'm going to move forwards 10, so that changes it from negative 10 to positive 10. I'm still going to end up in the same place on my number line. Now I have an addition problem. And now I can add negative 15 plus positive 10. I have a negative plus a positive. Now I notice some of you are still struggling with how to do that. So when we have a negative plus a positive, okay, that means, I know some of you I explained the chip model to. So that means I have 15 negative chips and 10 positive chips. Well, when I have negatives and positives, I can cancel out. I can make 10 zero pairs. So if I take all 10 of my positives and pair them up with 10 of my negatives to make my zero pairs, I would subtract 15 minus 10 to get 5. Okay? And that 5 that I have left over, so those 5 chips that are left, are negative. So my answer here is negative 5. So to sum up the subtraction, we do the sa, cha, cha, and then that changes it to addition, and then we use our adding rules. Okay, and just in case you forgot, when you add two negative numbers, you add them like they're positive, and you keep your answer negative. So let me type that in. Add as if positive. Keep answer negative. Okay, so now if I am adding a positive, so one positive number and one negative number, here's what I do. So what you're going to do is subtract the absolute values and keep the sign of the number with a larger absolute value. So if we have more positives than negatives, your answer is going to be positive. If you have more negatives than positives, your answer will be negative. You're going to keep the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. Good luck on your quiz tomorrow.